Hello everyone! What you're looking at today is a failed attempt of me straightening my hair. But besides that, I'm Nawal, an aspiring dental student, and what I'll be talking about today is the most ruthless part of the application, the UCAT, which I will be retaking this year. I definitely hit the famous UCAT plateau last year, and that really confused me. It tested my persistence because I'm sure I'd reflected on my answers properly, I'm sure I'd used all the correct techniques, but still I did not enter that 99th percentile. Now for me, realistically, the entire exam itself, it's not impossible, it's not a horrific exam, it's just specific parts, specific sections of the exam I don't like. For example, within decision making you've got interpreting information and you've got syllogisms, and those are the most quintessential time traps. They're so nuanced and specific, and you really have to dive right into the question to understand and get the answer right. And I wasn't the biggest fan of quantitative reasoning either. The maths part of it I wasn't too keen on, though I know it's many people's favourite subtest. My favourite subtest was verbal reasoning, and that's because to me it seemed like simple comprehension, so it was a bit easier. But obviously under the time constraints, all of the subtests are difficult, even verbal reasoning. The only one that obviously all of us love is situational judgment. I feel like I can gloss over that one whenever I'm revising UCAT as a whole. Situational judgment is an absolute breeze because that one's just common sense. Now, I'm obviously not jumping with joy to do this exam again, but I think when you near the last few weeks of your studying for the exam, when you've got to turn to these entire timed mocks, it becomes really daunting then because it's just 2 hours of continuous focus, and then these different subtests, they're testing all these different areas of your brain. That's when it really, But it definitely feels more manageable this time around because I've already been there, I've done it once, I know the layout, everything, and picking up on it, catching up with all the skills I've got to relearn, it should be easier. And I do have a tip for you guys: when the work starts feeling like too much, just lean back on your consistency mindset, start breaking the sections down even further. If it feels like half an hour, an entire section is too much, then just break it down to 10 to 15 questions, complete those, reflect on them, and just even that much progress is definitely worth something. And last year I managed the 71st percentile, which was 2020 into band 1. I left knowing that it wasn't the best, but I thought it was an okay score. Clearly, okay is not good enough in a discerning field like healthcare. This time last year I did use med entry, which was quite similar in terms of format to the actual exam, and it did have plenty of preparation materials to choose from. My score did jump by about 200 on the actual test day, which is true to what everyone else has said. I also obviously made sure to use the official preparation materials because they are the closest you can get to the actual exam. This time around I think I'm going to use Medify because people claim it's harder than the actual UCAT, whereas MedEntry was very similar to the UCAT in terms of difficulty. So Medify might be better for me. I think over preparation is definitely better because then the actual exam will be marginally easier. Whether you're retaking the UCAT or facing it for the first time this year, let me know whether you have any questions that I can answer and also how your preparation is going.